One thing people often get wrong about 19th century empire is thinking ships and soldiers did all the work. But what if I told you a wire, buried deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean, was just as powerful in holding together colonial might? The laying of the first transatlantic telegraph cable in 1858 revolutionized more than communication. It became an invisible empire, stretching from Britain to North America to colonies across Africa, Asia, and beyond. With a message now able to travel between London and Calcutta in minutes rather than weeks, time itself was conquered. Supporters hailed it as progress, a marvel that brought the world closer. But closer for whom? Critics argue the cable created an information monopoly where imperial powers controlled not just territory, but also truth. Local uprisings could be reported and suppressed before they gained global sympathy or even local momentum. Telegraph stations became strategic sites, heavily guarded intersections of power, often targeted during revolts precisely because they represented imperial surveillance. Some empires viewed these wires as arteries of order, pumping policy from center to periphery with frightening speed. Meanwhile, colonized populations had almost no access to this connectivity. What does communication mean when it flows only one way, from metropole to margin? And who decides what gets sent? When censored dispatches shaped perceptions of rebellion in places like Sudan or Burma, entire wars were justified by short flashes of coded text misunderstood or manipulated in far-off capitals. Today's debate on internet neutrality echoes these historical patterns. Whose voices travel fastest and why? The cable shattered spatial distance but created new hierarchies of knowledge, information, and decision-making power. Should we celebrate instant connection when it's engineered for command rather than conversation? When influence passes faster than consent ever could? As tech titans vie for undersea dominance again today, we must ask, are modern digital networks carrying human progress or replaying an old imperial script? If you followed a signal back through history's deepest ocean floor, what stories would it silence along the way?